EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dragons of London. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Open man's got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And it's taken in at the 9. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that. When you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. How about this? And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ritter back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ritter going to change it up. They'll look to throw here. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Mayfield on play action. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin from 21 yards away. And the Dragons have retaken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down, here's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Baker changing the play at the line. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. 31 yards. And the Dragons are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ritter off the play fake. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
throwing the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
1st down, here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dragons have yet again retaken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. 2nd and 7 from the 20. On play action, here's Ritter. It's complete. It's Miller. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Ritter. Got a man complete to Miller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Richie Grant. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ritter now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Looking to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 26 yards. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At the 20. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ritter back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Ritter and the the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Ritter to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dragons 24.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ritter. And this will be caught at the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Rolling to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 75 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Across midfield. He's on his way. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins from 4 yards out. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of this. And now here's another interception through the middle of the field. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ritter now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Coup for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Second down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Completes the pass to Evans on the comebacker. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Mayfield now. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Falcons 58, Dragons 31. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Isabella. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another. And now the rookie's free. He's got a full head of steam. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. 215 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to Robinson now on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they taste defeat for the